Do you know that you could earn hundreds of dollars every month by adding designs you created using AI onto items like mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, etc. without ever having to touch the physical items? But with many people doing this, in this video, I'll show you how you can get started for free with 3 unique items that you can create using AI to make you huge profits. The first products would be iPhone cases. Now if we take a look at this store and we take a look at their page, as you can see, they sell a whole bunch of different designs for iPhone cases. And if we take a closer look, as you can see, they've made over 186,000 sales doing this. Now if you wanted to go about creating a successful store like this using AI, the first thing you'd need to do is come over to Kiddle. And once on Kiddle, you're going to click where it says new project. And once you've done that, you're going to go to where it says DPI and ensure that you have 300 DPI selected and click create. Now when it comes to actually creating your design, you could use any idea that you have in your head, but if you want to find a design that may be more in demand, then you could use a keyword research tool like Sales Samurai. So in this case, I'm going to say I want to create a space-based phone case. So what I would do is come over to where it says Kiddle AI, and then what I need to do now is ask which prompt I want in order to generate the image I would want. So in this case, I'm going to ask for a cute spaceman in spacesuits, and then I'm going to collect the kawaii clip art style just because I like the type of images that this style tends to generate, and hit generate image. And as you can see, it's generated as a cute little spaceman looking thing. So what I'm going to do is be sure to hit AI background remover because it always comes with a square white background behind it. But now I want to add something more to my design, so I can ask AI to generate me something else. In this case, I'm going to be asking it to generate me a cute moon, and then ensuring the kawaii icon is selected, I'm going to hit generate image. Now as you can see, all I did was I put the moon behind the spaceman. So now in order to download it, I'm going to go to where it says download, and then I'm going to ensure that I have remove background selected as well as optimize quality, and then I'm going to click PNG and download my file as a PNG. Now that you have your design, how exactly do you go about putting your design on the phone cases? Well, you simply use Printify, and I know you're probably thinking, why Printify? Why should I use this website? The reason is because Printify allows you to upload your designs onto products, and once a customer actually purchases that design, they will be the one to print out that design onto your item, pack that design, and ship it out to your customer. So you can find a link for Printify in the description of this video, and then once you get to the page, you can sign up for a free account, or if you already have an account, then you just log into your account. But once you come onto Printify, what you want to do is head over to the catalog, and once on the catalog, you're going to do a search for iPhone, and then it will go ahead and show you all these different options to choose from. But what I recommend is just using the bestseller. So we're going to click on the bestseller, and then as you can see, we can start designing. But I want you to pay attention to this information right there. It says the price is $10.45. You're not paying that up front. Printify only takes that money when a customer purchases the item so that they could create it. And if we click onto more details, as you can see, there's many different iPhones that you can create your cases for. But once you found a print provider that you like, what you then need to do is click where it says start designing. But once it's taking you to this page, ensure that you're in where it says new design, and then you're going to click my device, and this is where you're going to upload the design that you created from Kiddle to this location. And now that I've done this, as you can see, Printify has added my design onto my phone case. So if we were to just hit preview and take a look at it like this, as you can see, this is kind of what we're working with. This phone case is actually pretty cute, but what I will say is that phone cases with patterns tend to sell better. In order to turn your designs into patterns, it's quite easy. On this side, you're going to scroll down a little bit, and then you see where it says create pattern. You're going to be sure to click this, and now that you click this, as you can see, it's turned it into a pattern. What you now need to do is reduce the sizing of your image, and as you can see, now you have multiple little spacemen. Now this in itself doesn't look too good, so now you need to go about editing your pattern. So you can edit the horizontal spacing, the vertical spacing, you can even edit the angle of it, the offsetting of it, as well as you can select the pattern types, whether it be grid, brick horizontal, or brick vertical. So what you would do now is play with those settings and find a pattern that looks best for your phone case. And then once you've done that, all you need to do is click out of it, and then you can hit preview to see what it looks like. As you can see, this is already looking super cute. And let's just say you don't like the white background, you want to offer a different color. All you need to do is come back to edit, and then you're going to click where it says background color and select a different color, for example black. So now if we hit preview, as you can see, our phone case now has a black background. But once you've played with all the settings and you're happy with the final results of your phone case, what you then need to do is click where it says save products. And then once you've done that, it's going to take you to this page where you need to edit the basic information of your listing, and that would be your title, your description, and then you can set your pricing as well. So this person was selling them for $20. So if we wanted to edit our pricing, we can simply click onto it, and then we can just change the pricing. So for example, $20. So now as you can see, it's telling us that for every time somebody purchases this, we would get a profit of $9.55. So if this was the profit that this store was getting per case, and they've made over 180,000 sales, they would have made over $1 million. This is why this could be highly profitable if you do it right. The second product is stickers. If you take a look at this store right here, as you can see, they mostly sell single stickers, which would be perfect and quite easy to generate with AI. Now if you take a closer look at the store, they have made generate over 7,000 sales, and this store has only been open for 1 year, but more interesting, they only have 63 stickers on their store. But by using AI, you can generate 100 stickers in 1 month. Now if you were to do this using AI, you'd come back over to Kittle. Once on Kittle, you're gonna click to where it says new projects, and then you're gonna go to DPI and ensure that you have 300 selected and click create. And then once you've come to this page, you're gonna head over to where it says Kittle AI, and then you're going to ask it a prompt for a design you want. Anything you can dream of, anything you can think of, you can create it using the AI. So the prompts I'm going to be using for this sticker is rabbit reading a book, and then I'm going to have the kawaii icon set up. I just came up with this on the spot, so let's see what it generates. So now as you can see, it's given us this cute little rabbit reading a book. Now let's just say you wanted to create it with a different style. In order to do this, you would keep the same prompts, but you see where it says clip art styles, you'd come to that section and then you click where it says show all, and then you have about 10 different styles you can choose from. Let's just say we wanted to do it in more of like a detailed drawing style. We can click onto that and then hit generate image. I'm actually pretty impressed by the quality of this. I think this might be too good to be a sticker. But what you'd want to do is always remove the background, because as you can see, they always have a little background behind them. Now I have these 2 different icons to choose from, and can you guess which one I'm gonna choose? I'm actually gonna choose the more cartoony one. Now that I have my sticker design, I can go about and make it even more desirable by adding maybe some text, some other element, just so that it's even more unique. So now as you can see, I've edited my sticker and this is the final product. It says can't talk, I'm reading. Once you finish your design, you need to download it. So you're gonna go to where it says download, and again you're gonna ensure you have removed background and optimized quality, and then hit download as a PNG. And now that you have your design, how exactly do you go about putting it on the sticker? You already know the answer. Head on down to Printify. You can find the link once again in the description of this video. Now once on Printify, ensuring that you're in the catalog, you're just going to do a search for sticker, and then as you can see, it gives you many different types of stickers you can create. But like I said, I like to use the best sellers because they're the best sellers, so I'm gonna go ahead and click it. Again, if this doesn't meet your needs, you can use any of the other options. You're not limited to one option. There's so many options you can choose from, but I've checked out the information on the page and I know that I want this one. So all I need to do now is hit where it says start designing, and then when you get to this page, you're gonna go to where it says my device, and then you're going to upload your sticker design that you downloaded from Kittle. So now you can see that our design has been uploaded onto Printify. So now I can go ahead and adjust the sizing of this, because I would prefer if it would be the full thing. I want it to be a very big sticker. Then in order to see how your sticker actually looks, what you're going to do is come over to where it says preview, and now we have a preview of what our sticker look like. Now I can even click this one over here and see what it would look like on a laptop, or click this other markup and now I can see what it would look like on a box. Now if you don't like this white outline around it, you can always just click transparent background, and all it does, it removes the white background, and as you can see, it now has a transparent background. So you choose which one you prefer, which one is better for what you're providing. And once you've done that, all you need to do is click where it says save products, and then you can go about adding in your important information like your title, your description, and your pricing. The third item would be desktop mats. Now if you take a look at this, so they're selling a bunch of different desktop mats and they look pretty cool, and you could easily do that with AI. And if you take a closer look, this is a bit more niche, so it has about over 1,000 sales, but this store has only been open for about 9-ish months, so they're doing pretty good. So if you wanted to create something like this using AI, you'd have to come over to our usual platform, and that is of course Kittle. And then once on Kittle, what you're going to do is come over to where it says new projects. So in this case, we change the width to be 5,610, and then we change the height to be 3,839. We're then gonna go ahead and hit create. Now in order to design this, you need to come over to Kittle AI, and then you're going to go ahead and insert a prompt to generate whatever image it is that you're looking for. So the prompts I'll be using in this case is a mystical dragon in the forest, and then this time I'm going to go with image styles. So in order to see the different image styles, you can click where it says show all, and as you can see, there's 15 different styles to choose from, so you just look at them and pick the one that's best for you. In this case, I want to go ahead and use the synthwave. I feel like this could look pretty cool, and then hit generate and see what this gives us. Wow. Sorry, I'm just a bit speechless because look at this, guys. This looks insane. But let me count down. What I need to do now is adjust my image size to fit the entire surface area of our desktop mat. So now you can see I've adjusted it, and what I now need to do is download my design. And in order to download it, I'm going to go where it says download, and then I'm going to click optimize quality and download it as a PNG. And now that my design is downloaded, how do I get those designs onto the physical products? By using Printify. So again, making sure that you're in the catalog, we're going to do a search for desk mats, and as you can see, there's 2 options it's giving us, so you can choose which one you prefer. So I'm going to be using the smaller one as it's a bit cheaper, and then I'm going to hit where it says start designing. And now that I've done this, I want you to know when it came to selecting the size for Kittle, what I did was I had already selected the product I wanted to design, which was in this case a desk mat. And then once it took me to this page, what I did was I scrolled down a little bit, and as you can see, it tells you the print size area right there. So you can always come to the product first to look at the sizing if you're not sure what exactly is the the size you should use on Kindle. But now that we have this, we're going to click where it says device and upload our design that we downloaded from Kindle. So now as you can see, our design has been uploaded onto our desk mat. So if you want to take a look at what it looks like, we just hit preview. As you can see, this is our mat, and we can go ahead and take a look at some other mockups to get a better idea of what our mockup looks like. As you can see, exhibit A and of course exhibit B. What can I say? This looks awesome. So now that you're done with this, what do you need to do? You need to save your products. So you're gonna go where it says save products, and then you're going to go ahead and edit your information. So now how do you get your information from Printify on your desired platform to sell? Once you've actually created these types of listings, what you can then do is scroll to the bottom. As you can see, it says connect to store. So you're gonna go ahead and click where it says this, and then it's gonna show you this page where you can then go ahead and click connect again. And now as you can see, Printify can be connected to a bunch of different platforms. So you could just scroll down, and then all you'd have to do is click connect to your Etsy store, to your Shopify store, even if you have a Walmart store. So all you'd have to do is connect your store, and then you'd be able to sell your items. And remember, your only job is to create the designs, create your good looking listings, and Printify handles the rest. So besides your fear of failure, why are you not trying this? In fact, I'm going to give you 2 tips which will increase your chances of getting sales. Number 1 is by doing keyword research. In order for you to actually make sales, aside from your item actually being good, you have to have good SEO, because if you're ranking on page 100, there's no way people will really see your item to make that many sales. So if you want more sales, your listing has to have good SEO. And to get this done efficiently, I recommend using a tool like Sales Samurai, which is what I currently use. And the reason why I recommend them is it allows you to see the tags the best-selling listings are using. You can do keyword research on specific products. You're able to track your competition. It helps you with pricing your item, listing your item. Sales Samurai is very versatile. So if you do want to utilize it, I'll leave the link for it in the description. And if you want an extra 20% off your subscription, then you can use code MonsGuide. The second tip is by utilizing mockups. If you take a look at this listing photo versus this one, I'm pretty sure we'll all agree that this one looks better. You would want to buy this one. And the reason being is because it looks like it's more in use. It's almost as you could see yourself with this item. Now it comes down to psychology, but essentially 99% of the time, the listing with the better mockup will make more sales. And when it comes to creating your mockup, you can create it yourself from scratch in a platform like Canva. Now if you don't want to take the time creating a mockup from scratch, you can actually use a website like Placeit. There's thousands of mockup to choose from, and they actually look pretty cool. So weigh your options and always use mockups. So now that you've seen this video, you're equipped with enough ideas that you can actually go create your own Etsy store and take action. Or if you want to learn more ways you can make money online, feel free to check out this other video on my channel.